So, what do you know about inner growth? Inner growth? I know that it's just as important as outer growth. How does one go about that? Look to the moon, and it will show you the way. And that's not a joke. I'll bite. And there's my guy. He makes all things possible. I bet. Now, meditation is just as important as supplementing your diet with some plants that you grow yourself. You're still with me? Well, of course you are. We are like Legion in strength. Or wait, I don't want to confuse you with the demonic horde of a similar name that goes by the Democratic Party. No, I'm just kidding. This is not political. I'm non-political. I wouldn't want to offend any demons or anything. So that's the cool thing about these secrets. They're non-political as well. Anyone can learn the secrets. For the longest time, I didn't care, but that strategy wasn't really working. Now, if you'd have told me when I was a kid that I'd be growing plants today, I'd have probably punched you and then gotten my ass kicked by you because I was like a really small kid. Growing up as a commercial fisherman, we couldn't even mention growing a plant because they'd consider you a farmer and want to beat your ass. I know, pretty stupid society, right? But nowadays, I am growing plants. We started with the Arrow Garden, very simple little self-contained hydroponic system you can get for just over $100 or somewhere around $100. Best way to start. These systems are simplicity itself, and they're great for making clones, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. And you can use the flood off of the light from that system to grow a few more. We just put it on our sunniest wall, and now the wall is full of plants of all different types. Tomatoes especially, we like to add those to the diet along with, you know, some cucumbers and some herbs as a supplemental. It's amazing. Once you start to add a little bit of those fresh seasonings, you get really hooked on it. It's really nice to have your own fresh seasonings. Now I'm going to make mention of a book called Anastasia. This is the Ringing Cedars of Russia series. I have read this entire series, and they literally changed my life path. This is the reason why I'm even doing this video, so check them out. You can take that growth one step further by using the method described in there, where you actually place the seed under your tongue for the first 9 minutes of the germination period. And the concept is that the seed will know if you have any type of shortcomings, as in any type of disease or are prone to it, and it'll grow the perfect fruit to where if you consume that fruit, you'll be cured of the disease. It sounded just crazy enough to work. I've been doing it for a few years now. It's amazing. Love the plants. They are definitely superior. So definitely worth a look at and a try. As we grow the inner garden, we're also going to want to look at another book that I found, which I wish I would have found years ago. It's called Children of the Law of the One, not to be confused with Law of the One. This is Children of the Law of the One by John Peniel. Now look this up. Very cool story. Do not skip this one at all. Very cool, but the meditations are the real treasure here. He actually teaches you multiple different types of meditations that are so easy and so powerful. They work wonders for the inner garden. One of them is just simply staring at your abdomen or your navel while you breathe until your breathing finally becomes automatic or subconscious, and therefore your conscious mind observing your subconscious. Ah, you're starting to get it.
Conscious breath. Make yourself comfortable in a position where you can watch yourself breathing. Clear your mind as much as possible and watch yourself breathing until your subconscious mind takes command of your breathing altogether. Then just watch yourself breathe in this manner for as long as you can. This will weaken the barrier between the subconscious and the conscious mind and spiritual energy will flow between them much more easily.
Others are very simple, like just counting breath.
Counting breath. As always, sit or lie in a comfortable position where you will not be interrupted. Begin counting your breathing. 1 on the intake and 1 on the exhale. 2 on the intake and 2 on the exhale. And so on and so forth. Until you reach the count of 10. Then begin again. Do as many sets of 10 as you have time for. This will help you to clear your mind of all the mental clutter and to someday enter the silence.
And there's so many different meditations in there that were so powerful and work so well for anybody. I know, meditation, you conjure up the idea of living in a cave and eating 12 grains of barley for decades before you enlightened. Nothing like that. These are very simple and practical meditations that can work for anyone.
Meditation walk. Begin walking in nature if possible, but anywhere will do. As you walk, breathe in time with your footsteps as such. As you walk, inhale for 3 steps and then exhale for 3 steps. Or inhale for 5 steps and exhale for 5. Or any number as long as they are equal. Do this for your entire walk if possible. Once again, this helps to clear the mental clutter and one day enter the silence.
So as you watch your outer garden grow, so your inner garden flourishes as well. And then we begin to see big changes in our lives, don't we? And that's how it works. Now the other supernatural little side note, not supernatural at all, it's another herb that I've heard of called Ho Shou Wu. I just recently started to take this myself. It's named after a Chinese guy named Ho Shou Wu. The story goes he's like an alky or something like that. Passed out in a field and woke up amongst these herbs that he started eating, and his hair grew back, and it grew back jet black, and he rebuilt his liver, and all types of excellent benefits from this root. I just started taking it, so I think it's pretty cool stuff, and you should look into it yourself, and there's a link below. If you want to know a little bit more about the American Medical Association, you want to watch Cancer, the Forbidden Cures, and it'll show you how many times in history that somebody has come along with a natural cure for cancer, and the American Medical Association will ruin their lives, blackball them, did everything short of killing them most of the time. I mean, it's just how awesome they are. And so if you want to know a little bit more about Old Stupid Way, then go ahead and check that out. Links below. So the herbal garden is kind of linking into our next and final secret. That's all about the weed, right? And that's true, because as it turns out, the body's a cannabinoid-based system. So I'm going to see you right here next time.